What's up, everybody? It's your boy King Hustle. Make sure you go check out my new music video on my music channel. Can't fuck with me. Go like, share, comment, subscribe, run them views, them comments, and them likes up. All right, about to be dropping a lot of new music videos, albums, mixtape, you name it. All right, so make sure y'all tapped in, tuned in, so we can run them views up, them comments up, all that to crack that good algorithm. All right, because we about to turn up. And with that being said, what's up, everybody? It's your boy King Hustle, and yes, this is the best money and credit channel on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell. So whenever I drop new sauce, new lessons, new methods, and giveaways, you'll be the first one to be notified. You'll be the first one to know what's going on. And hey, you might be the first one to win something for free. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell on all the YouTube channels. Also, make sure you follow me on my Twitch, King Hustle Live. I do all my freebies and giveaways from those you. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell on all the YouTube channels so you won't miss out on nothing. Also, make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. All you gotta do is click the title on every video. Once you click the title on every video, at the bottom in the description, all my social media links will pop up. All right. Got a lot of fake King Hustle pages out there. So please get a FaceTime verification call or video to make sure you see this face. Make sure you are doing legit business and you are getting what you paid for. All right. And before we get anything started, this is all educational purposes only. Not telling anybody to do anything. So let's get this thing started. Hey, let's get this thing started. Hold on, y'all. This bad boy acting janky. What to do, my real King Hustle fans, supporters, subscribers out there, my real Hustle Nation Empire family members, and we are back at it again with the gems, back at it again with the sauce, back at it again with the information that's going to turn you into a boss. So you're tired of being a zero, you ready to be a family hero? Listen up, take a seat, get your notepad and get your pen, because you already know when I drop these videos, y'all get them notifications. It's going to be some information that's going to help you win, all right? And in today's video, we were talking about CPNs. Yes, CPNs and credit. A lot of people have been asking me, are CPNs still good? Can you still use a CPN? Can CPNs get you loans, credit cards, and lines of credit? All different type of questions with CPNs. A lot of people still trying to figure out what is a CPN. So in today's video, I'm gonna break down the logistics. If CPNs are still good, can you still use them? Can you get loans, credit cards, and lines of credit? And what's really going on with them? All right. So without further ado, let's get into the gems that y'all already know. That's gonna help y'all win. All right. So when it comes to CPNs, a lot of people hear the word CPN, and the first thing they hear, they automatically think it's another credit profile, which is true. CPN stands for credit privacy number or credit profile number, and this word was created during COVID-19 because of the PPP loans. A lot of people witnessed and seen how you can utilize credit on the business side to get major funding. And so now everybody's so focused on credit, and everybody want to get their credit together on the personal side and the business side. Everybody want to start businesses. Everybody want to be entrepreneurs. Everybody want, you know, get some money. But a lot of people don't understand that just because you get an LLC and an EIN number does not mean that you're going to have a successful business. You have to actually have clientele to have a successful business. So a lot of people got good ideas and they're like, yeah, I'm going to start my LLC for this. They go get the LLC, they get the EIN number, and then they see that you got to invest into all these different things like a virtual address, a business number, a business email, getting the business in the public records. Then you got to get your Dun and Bradstreet. Then you got to start getting business trade lines, and people like, whoa, that's, yeah, well, hold on there now, Nelly. It's a lot. So I tell people all the time, please, if you are not generating any type of revenue with this business or service that you are trying to offer, wait until you are and then get your LLC, because you're gonna have to get a business bank account. You have to be generating revenue already. So CPNs have become very popular since the COVID-19, and scams and fraud has spiked at least 600 to 800% in the past 24 months, higher than what it was. the PPP epidemic. So a lot of people want to get loans. A lot of people want to get credit cards. A lot of people want to get lines of credit. A lot of people want to figure out how they can get some money utilizing the credit system. Now, people are starting to realize and figure out that you're not just going to get any money just because you got an LLC. You're not going to get any money just because you got a personal credit. Getting funding, getting loans, credit cards, and lines of credit is based off debt to income ratio and your credit profile and your credit worthiness. So, are CPNs still out there? Are people still using CPNs? Well, to keep it a real buck with y'all, as long as there's a government, as long as there are people on this earth, as long as there's credit on this earth, they're going to be quote unquote CPNs. There's not going to be anything that's really stopping people from finding non-used numbers or doing whatever they're doing to do whatever they're doing now. It's just not going to stop. I mean, at the end of the day, there are numbers out there that have not been issued. People are still going to be able to use. People still going to be getting compromising and hacking databases and different accounts. People going to continue to do these things forever and it's only going to get worse as the world continues to evolve. So as long as there's SSN numbers out there, as long as there are IDs, as long as there's people building credit profiles, CPNs will never go away. Now, the problem is people don't understand what a CPN really is. And it's a lot of people out here that's having people commit identity theft and fraud. See, a CPN is basically, well, a real CPN is basically somebody utilizing their information, like their name, like they're not changing anything, right? They're finding numbers that have not been issued. Once they find that number, they're going to they because a lot of people like, how I can't get a bank account with this CPN because of the check system. So they find banks that don't pull or use the check system. They get bank accounts, then they get secured credit cards, utilizing their own money to start building their own credit profiles, utilizing this new information. So let's say their name is John Smith. They're gonna utilize. The name on the CPN is gonna might be John M. Smith or John Smith or John Jones Smith. Same name, same birthday, address that they never used or never been associated with. They're gonna use all that information, all the same information, their real information. And then depending on what state and what type of ID they're trying to get, they might not even need a birth certificate or a social security card. But people come across ways to get those too. So they utilize their same name, their same they utilize different addresses that's not connected to them. They try merge it with the bank and getting some secure credit cards to start building a credit score on them. And then they start generating a credit profile on them. Build it up, and that's the exact same way that a regular person would build their credit profile. Getting trade lines, managing those trade lines, paying them off, and building a credit on it. Now, a lot of people be so thirsty. A lot of people in the world are so thirsty in a rush to get something and to do something. So then people came up with, because in real lifetime, finding numbers that's not an issue takes a very long time. And a lot of people don't got time to just be sitting trying to find numbers and stuff like that. So they said, okay, why do that when there's already people out here with credit profiles already built? So that's when they start saying pre-built CPNs. So now they coming across people's credit profiles. Like I said, there's some type of compromise all the time. So and there's people working in banks, people working in different businesses, and people know people. And people are putting people in positions to be in those places to get that information. And then you got the dark web where people are selling this information. So people find different ways to get that information, that information. Then they make fake IDs connected to this information with somebody else's picture connected to it. Now, the problem with these pre-built CPNs is, one, when people make the fake IDs, They don't understand that the little things matter and count on those IDs. So the date it was issued, IDs be saying it was issued 7 years to 3 years ago, but they be brand spanking new. The hologram and IDs, it just be bad IDs. So most of the time, banks are already hip to what's going on, or these car lots is hip to what's going on already. Even these apartment complexes is hip to what's going on, and they're starting to use more card readers to read the barcode on the back of the cards to make sure this is a legit card. They're starting to scan the cards. So people are trying to get cars and get loans and credit cards. So with the cars, people do a lot of applications online, do everything online, and then just go in and pick up the car. But they're like, oh, somebody's gonna pick it up for me because I'm at work, right? But that real person is getting alerts that they got this new car, and it's going to tell you exactly where that car has been purchased at. So they're going to call and say, hey, I didn't purchase this car from you guys, I'm in a whole different state. And that's where they get caught at, because that person is getting alert. Then you got the bank, the times where they run more information, they look at the ID and stuff and they see it's fake. So then there's ways that they dealerships figure out if this information is stolen or not, especially because most people got like alerts and their accounts and personal information monitored, so they're going to get an alert when they get some type of loan on their name or something like that. So that's one reason, that's one way people do it. Then people use real driving license numbers on those IDs. So if this is not your information, all the police will do is run the ID number, the driver's license number, and if it come back to somebody else, it's already, they know what's going on. Or they might use a fake driver's license number. Then that's another reason why now they gotta get the thumbprint reader out, and they're gonna find out who we really are. So people do a lot of different things when it comes to pre-built CPNs. People even go open up bank accounts and try to groom the accounts, age the account out so they can start dropping checks in the account, and so the checks won't red flag, and it's in somebody else's name, so it's not going to come back on. Like, all this is stemming from people just trying to figure out ways to get some type of lump sum of money, but not in their name. So that's where the pre-built CPNs came from. People getting credit cards and with these pre-built CPNs, people getting loans with these pre-built CPNs, people getting documentations. Like, it's like it's dangerous what somebody can do with some information. Like, people selling people houses, taking over people's houses, deed warranties, all different type of stuff that people are doing when it comes to identity theft, signing over houses, all different type of stuff. So it gets real when it comes to identity theft, especially quote unquote pre-built CPNs. So people create all this documentation, and I did a reaction video on this old lady that was using CPN trying to get a car, and she had like 23 fake IDs, 20 different social security cards, just all different type of stuff. She probably had a Mercedes. Her car was a Benz. She probably got that with a CPN. So there's just a lot going on. And then the synthetic identities, the government issues those to people who are in the witness protection program, who snitched and getting out of jail, and they need to protect them. So they get them a whole new identity, let them live in a whole new state, and nobody will be able to find them because they're not going under the same identity, same name as they once did before they was in jail. All right, so people gotta just understand like how the world works. As long as there's loans being given, as long as there's credit, as long as there's people, as long as there's all this stuff, CPNs, quote unquote, CPNs, pre-built CPNs, and synthetic identities will not go away. Just like how, as long as there's Cash Apps, Venmos, Zelles, and all these money transfer methods will never go away. And that's just how it is. Methods are just going to evolve just like everything else. So as the world evolves, the methods will evolve. And as long as there's, like I said, as long as there's money being made, there's going to be some type of scam or fraud being committed. This is how it is. The world revolves around money. Every 4 weeks, you got to pay bills, and people trying to figure out any and every way that they can to make millions of dollars the easiest and fastest way. All right. So CPNs are still alive. People still using them. People still getting loans, credit cards, and lines of credit, opening up businesses. Like I said, some people use CPNs for different reasons. There's a lot of people that's felons out here. that use CPNs just so they can be able to live a life, like get an apartment. Because when you're a felon, they might stop you from getting an apartment, might stop you from definitely getting a job, might stop you from really bettering yourself. So some people really do use CPNs to be able to do certain things, like get a job, get an apartment, and live life. And then you got people who use them for the wrong reasons. Like that's why I say it's just all about staying safe, staying more cautious, and staying more aware, because knowledge is power. And having the knowledge about these type of things will keep you more safe. You might have been somebody that's interested in or was about to buy a pre-built CPN, but now you got this information, then it's saving you from buying it, because that's identity theft. And now you're not going to put yourself in that position. You're not going to be sending your picture over for them to make this fake ID, this fraudulent ID. You're not going to. It's not going to work for you, right? And you're going to save yourself. So like I said, it's all about being more safe, getting your accounts monitored, LifeLock, Norton LifeLock, monitor all your accounts, freezing your credit, TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax, so nobody can get nothing in your name. And start you getting new cards every so often, because every time you use your card, your debit or credit card, that information is stored in that database, and you never know. There's skimmers out here, POS skimmers, where you like. We'll talk about skimmers later, but they're everywhere on ATMs, gas stations, where you put your card in a little black box where you put your card in and all that, or you tap your card at. Those can be skimmers, and what it is it's a duplicate, basically a duplicate cover over the real one. So you pull that off, it's gonna be the real one. They identical, but that's a skimmer. Just like ATMs where you put your card in that, you can pull that off and it can be the exact same one, but the one that you pulled off can be the skimmer. The keypad where you type in your key, your PIN number, it could be skimmers on that. If you can lift that up, it could be the real keypad and not the fake one. So people just gotta be more safe, more cautious, and be more aware. And 2026 coming up, and it's gonna be a lot. World evolves, some more scams and frauds are gonna come to the forefront, evolve, and new things is gonna happen. So scamming and fraud is really taking over the world. It's like a dark cloud going over the world with it, because there's a lot going on. So with that being said, be more safe, be more cautious, and be more aware. All right. Shout out to all my real King Hustle fans, supporters, subscribers out there, because without y'all, there'd be no me. Y'all motivate me keep going. Y'all motivate me keep dropping the sauce, and y'all motivate me keep y'all entertained. So shout out to all of y'all. Anybody out there that's tired of being broke, because it ain't no joke, let's get to work. FaceTime one-on-one unlimited gems are $1,000, but for limited time only. I'm doing it for 600. Yes, 600 Cash App or Bitcoin payment. Once the 600 is on your Cash App or Bitcoin balance, send me a screenshot. Let me know your payment ready, and we will go from there. All right, no screenshots, no replies, no 21 questions, and please do not yo me. Also, make sure y'all booking y'all seat on crypto tour in person limit gems 3,500. $500 deposit. The rest of the money will be in person. Make sure y'all book y'all seat on the month-long mentorship, 30 days, 2,500. Anything you need help with, let's get to work. Make sure y'all check it out my vendor platforms on Telegram and the Potato App, Millionaire Network. Still looking for people for the production company. Still looking for rappers, singers, models, producers, cameramen, women, gamer streamers, and content creators. Any cameraman or woman in Houston, Texas, or Milwaukee, Wisconsin, hit me up on my IG. Let's push out this content and run up a bag. Make sure y'all subscribe and hit the all notification bell on my YouTube channels and my Twitch. Make sure you follow me on my new IG, King Hustle X1.2. Make sure y'all checking out the crypto world, because it's changing people's lives. And make sure you go subscribe and hit the all notification bell on my music channel. Only my real fans. If y'all not a real fan, y'all not gonna be tuned in to my music when I drop. It's cool. But if you really like my music, make sure you go check out my latest mixtape, Hustle and Flow, because that's some real motivational music, like real deal, holy spill. Like you listen to that by yourself with your lady, from one to the last song. I don't forgot how many songs on there, but 13, I think. But from 1 to 13 or ever, it's gonna motivate you to really get your mind right, get your grind right, get your hustle on, learn how to invest and be more blessed, and really live life the right way. So make sure y'all tap into that. And make sure y'all go check out my new music video I just dropped, Camp With Me. Go like, share, comment, subscribe, run the views and comments and them likes up. All right, because I'm about to be dropping a lot of new music videos, mixtapes, and albums. So with that being said, it's your boy King Hustle. Y'all know how I get down to any of these videos. I'll see you at the next lesson video or live. Peace.